I am not the senator for just Democrats in Pennsylvania. I'm everyone's senator in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman has launched a bold lawsuit against The View's Sunny Hostin, claiming her on-air remarks went too far. The burning question: did Hostin's words merely reflect strong opinion, or did they cross into outright defamation? With free speech and media accountability hanging in the balance, this showdown is poised to make serious legal and political waves. John Fetterman has never been one to bite his tongue, and now he's taking on Sunny Hostin and The View's producers in a very public way. According to insiders, Hostin dropped some on-air remarks that pushed the Pennsylvania senator from politely annoyed to downright furious. While the specifics remain hidden in legal files, the tension apparently escalated so quickly that Fetterman felt the need to file a lawsuit. His argument is blunt. The View's massive daily audience and reputation mean any defamatory statements can cause serious damage. Hostin, he claims, went too far. Fetterman's legal team insists they're ready for a long fight to protect his name and demand higher standards for talk shows that blend celebrity gossip with hot butler politics. Whether the courts agree or not, one thing is certain: this clash between a no-nonsense senator and daytime TV heavyweights promises to keep viewers and legal experts on edge. John Fetterman is no typical politician. He made waves as lieutenant governor before stepping into the Senate, all while cultivating an everyman vibe that many voters find refreshing. Behind the casual look, though, is someone fiercely devoted to defending his values and, as it turns out, his public image. That's why his legal battle with The View is shaking up the media world. Known for championing transparency and straightforward truth, Fetterman views the show's alleged statements as dangerous misinformation. For him, it's not just about hurt feelings, it's about drawing a line between free commentary and unfounded accusations. In his eyes, that kind of unchecked chatter can quickly become a tool for partisan sabotage. Fetterman has never shied away from controversy. From his stances on Hunter Biden and Donald Trump's legal troubles, both of which he calls politically motivated, to his lawsuit against Sunny Hostin, he's spotlighting how public platforms can shape or skew political narratives. By taking The View to task, he aims to call out what he sees as irresponsible broadcasting. Whether or not the courts agree, he's making a bold stand for higher standards in mainstream media. And when the story happened again, receiving rumor cast iron from his fans to pay for its broadcast, this showdown may reshape how talk shows handle controversy. Sunny Hostin rarely holds back. An attorney-turned-TV commentator, she's built her reputation by dissecting social and political issues with unapologetic clarity. On The View, her forthright style often clashes or aligns with other co-hosts, creating an engaging dynamic. But this time, her candor may have triggered a legal storm. Senator John Fetterman claims Hostin's remarks crossed a line from blunt opinion into defamation, and that producers failed to intervene in time. Hostin said remains hazy as the relevant statements have been sealed or withheld. Nonetheless, Fetterman's lawsuit indicates he felt personally attacked, believing the comments were not mere opinions but harmful assertions that could tarnish his carefully tended public image. Complicating matters, the same broadcast featured fiery debates on vaccines, conspiracy theories, and personal freedoms, demonstrating how easily a single slip can mushroom into major controversy. Fetterman alleges that The View intentionally allows strong viewpoints to go unfiltered in pursuit of captivating television. Yet for him, there's a clear distinction between vigorous debate and defamatory content. Now, viewers are left wondering whether this lawsuit will redefine the very public on-air commentary or simply serve as a cautionary tale about the power and consequences of unguarded words. This conflict goes beyond one lawsuit and raises important questions about how networks and talk shows handle heated topics. In an era of intense political division, every statement by or about a public figure can multiply in impact overnight. Shows like The View, with millions of viewers, have tremendous sway, so the stakes for anyone on air are high. We've seen similar scenarios with news anchors, politicians, and celebrities. Some settle quietly, others drag on for years in the public eye. The key question is whether a disputed statement is defamation or simply protected free speech. Interestingly, Senator Fetterman's own views on the Hunter Biden and Donald Trump cases suggest he believes the legal system can be weaponized for political gain. Now, he's using that same system to protect his reputation. hinting that legal action might be necessary when a host or network crosses a line. The View's roundtable thrives on controversy, but Fetterman argues there must be limits. In his eyes, a show with widespread influence bears responsibility for how far it takes the conversation. If it goes too far, accountability should follow. People will be watching to see how this plays out. Time will tell if legal boundaries shift. John Fetterman's lawsuit against The View host Sunny Hostin is a game changer, especially since Fetterman's a sitting U.S. senator. When a high-profile figure sues a major show, the repercussions can extend far beyond the initial claims. Public officials typically face a tougher burden of proof in defamation suits, but they also wield significant resources and media access to address damaging remarks. If Fetterman demonstrates that Hostin's comments were more than just strong opinions, it could inspire other public figures to take similar legal steps. On the other hand, if he fails, it reinforces that freedom of speech is formidable, even when directed at a prominent senator. In the political realm, this move could either bolster Fetterman's standing, portraying him as a champion of truth, or paint him as someone trying to muzzle critics. Whichever way the gavel falls, it fuels an already heated conversation among supporters, detractors, and anyone watching the media's role in shaping narratives. Producers of The View are under scrutiny too. Should they have fact-checked Hostin's statements more thoroughly or cut her off mid-broadcast? Live shows thrive on spontaneous debate, yet this case underscores how quickly unscripted conversations can devolve into major legal storms. Truly, stakes are high indeed. One of the hardest tasks facing modern media is striking a balance between free speech and solid facts. Shows like The View thrive on lively, unfiltered debate, but that doesn't spare them from accountability. In an age where social media can magnify any snippet, a single casual remark can rapidly turn into widespread misinformation before anyone can set the record straight. Fetterman believes Sunny Hostin's statements weren't just bold opinions, but dangerous distortions that unfairly painted him in a bad light. If that holds up in court, it adds weight to the notion that networks should step in when remarks cross certain lines. Yet critics fear that might stifle genuine debate. Where does one place the limit? When viewers tune in for passionate perspectives, is it even feasible to enforce constant disclaimers? Some argue it's vital to preserve open dialogue, while others see unregulated chatter as fueling half-truths. This dilemma grows more urgent in a divided society, where everything from pandemic policies to political scandals stirs heated arguments at both dinner tables and legislative floors. Fetterman's lawsuit shows what's at stake for public figures who feel they've been wrongly portrayed, shining a spotlight on the intense scrutiny media faces today. Freedom of speech is a bedrock principle in America, but it has limits. Defamation laws exist to protect individuals, public figures included, from false statements causing real harm. The challenge lies in pinpointing what's truly false or damaging, especially on a show like The View, built on opinion-based commentary. If Sunny Hostin simply argued that Fetterman's political positions are flawed, that likely stays within free speech territory, but if she accuses him of unethical or illegal acts without proof, she might veer into defamation. When high-profile figures clash, these cases can become marathon legal fights, brimming with expert testimony and deep dives into transcripts. Court verdicts and public opinion don't always match, so a win inside the courtroom won't necessarily fix reputation damage outside it. Conversely, losing can reinforce negative impressions for years to come. At its core, this dispute underscores a vital point. Speech carries weight, especially before millions of viewers. The freedom to speak one's mind remains crucial, but it doesn't excuse spreading damaging falsehoods. Whether Fetterman's case succeeds or fails, it reminds us that every word spoken in front of a camera can spark major legal and moral questions. With the lawsuit now in motion, legal experts and onlookers are hypothesizing about what might happen next. One possibility is that the parties involved settle quietly away from the public spotlight. In some cases, a retraction, apology, or clarification on air is enough to patch things up. However, if Fetterman is truly committed to making a point about the seriousness of alleged defamation, he might push for a trial, which could drag on for months or even years. A trial would mean a heightened level of scrutiny for both Fetterman and The View. Sunny Hostin might need to testify, explaining her side of the story and what she intended by her remarks. Producers could be compelled to discuss how they handle controversial or potentially defamatory statements during a live show. This window into network processes could be revealing, potentially prompting other shows to tighten their guidelines. Meanwhile, the public is left to wonder if this is the start of a broader cultural shift. Are we moving toward an era where public figures more frequently sue media hosts for on-air comments they believe to be defamatory? Or is this just a one-off clash between a politician known for his outspokenness and a talk show host known for her candor? Even beyond the question of guilt or innocence, a legal victory for Fetterman could prompt networks to enact stricter real-time editorial controls.
When people had lost loved ones, when
That's
people's
a
family
double-edged
members
sword.
were missing
On one
from
hand,
their
it might
Thanksgiving
reduce the
table,
spread of sensational or harmful claims. On the other, it could chill open discourse,
my table,
making talk shows more cautious
immunized.
and perhaps
And
less engaging for viewers. That's where we'll leave it for now on this brewing legal battle. Let us know in the comments if you think Sunny Hostin's remarks were simply strong opinions or if they crossed the line into defamation. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more breaking stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.